Hello everybody, Dan here. Welcome back to Daily Soap Dish. If you're new here, please hit that subscribe button down below because we cover a ton of 90 Day Fiancé right here on the channel. Right guys, so let's get into it. Today we have an interesting story for you guys, and this one is about TJ and Kimberly, and they are feuding with Jenny and Sumit. Now, we've spoken a lot about TJ and Kimberly recently. We've also spoken about Jenny and Sumit because we've spoken about all these Indian couples, or at least couples where there's an Indian spouse, including Rishi and Jen as well. So this has all been unfolding over the last couple of days. And just recently, TJ is actually the one that fired off the first shot because he was asked if he wanted to hang out with Jenny and Sumit because, of course, they're both in India. You know, TJ is in Jaipur and Jenny and Sumit, I believe, are still in Delhi, if I'm not mistaken. Now, the drive from Jaipur to Delhi is about 4 hours or so. So it's actually not that far from each other. So they could very easily meet up. The airplane ride, I think, is less than an hour. They could very easily meet up, have a cup of coffee, you know, or do whatever. But no, TJ is just not interested in that. He totally shut it down and called Sumit a loser. So let's take a look at what is going on between these two. So Tejaswi, TJ calls co-stars Rishi and Sumit Singh losers and then backtracks. Now, TJ doesn't think that his 90 Day Fiancé co-stars Rishi and Sumit Singh are worth his time. He blatantly calls them losers. So actually, he called both of them losers. But I was looking at Sumit's Instagram, and that's where I saw the post. So I was thinking maybe it was just Sumit, but he actually calls both of them losers. So he called both co-stars losers in a recent Instagram Q&A, stating that he isn't interested in meeting with them due to his priorities in life. Now, while TJ's honesty about not wanting to fake relationship or friendships with his co-stars is admirable, his choice of words, I mean, they leave a little bit to be desired. They're kind of insulting and unnecessary. Now, his statement sparked backlash from fans, making him appear as the villain of 90 Day Fiancé, similar to his wife, because it has actually been his wife, Kimberly, that's been the target of a lot of heat and a lot of hate, I guess, and perhaps, well, not perhaps, I would say a lot of it is justified because of her actions on the show. And, you know, she's kind of made herself as the villain, you know, with this couple. And I think as a result of that, people have kind of started taking TJ's side perhaps a little more. Although, in my opinion, they were both in the wrong. You know, TJ didn't really reveal everything that was necessarily expected out of Kimberly. And on the other hand, like, you know, we've spoken about this a few times by now. On the other hand, Kimberly was there in India for a year. She most likely knew what to expect going into the marriage and living in India, but she totally pretended like she didn't. I don't know if I fully buy that, but still, it wasn't cool that TJ was kind of trying to manipulate her by first marrying her and then really dropping the bombshell and trying to change her afterwards. And of course, we know that Kimberly is back in the US and they're talking about divorce. If you guys are new to the channel and you haven't seen that video, go check it out. Posted that a couple of days ago. Kimberly did a live where she was talking about divorcing TJ and just how much she absolutely hated and detested India. Now, let's get back to the story here for a quick second. So he called his co-stars Rishi and Sumit losers during this latest Q&A. He's currently featured on the popular spin-off with his American partner, Kimberly Rochelle. The couple seems to be in love, but their relationship is far from perfect due to several issues. Kim is having a hard time adjusting to a new culture and facing communication problems with her Indian in-laws. Sounds familiar? Yeah, we've seen this story with Rishi and with Sumit before. Since TJ wants to avoid making his life in India more complicated, he has lied to her about expectation from her as a wife and daughter-in-law. While TJ is occupied with his relationship problems, he recently got time to answer a Q&A on Instagram. And this is what is going on here. So let's just open this up and let's see what is going on here. I hope you guys get a good view of that. So, will you, Rishi and Sumit, meet up someday? Hope to see you become a Timurthi. I'm not exactly sure what that means. No, honestly, I'm not interested. I think I have a lot of priorities in my life and future. It's harsh, but I don't see any point there. I'm not a loser. Sorry if it looks rude, but that's just true. And then there is some writing there in Hindi, and it says something about ones are always humble. Those with little knowledge are boisterous of their achievement. So there is like a saying there I'm not sure if that's the translation. And then on the other side, somebody says, "Are you calling Rishi and Sumit losers?" And then he says, "I'm just referencing my stand because there is no reason for going back and sticking up on similar grounds. It's imp to understand. Do you really exist beyond this? It's imp. Maybe it's important is what he means there. Not exactly sure. It's weird when there is no scope for growth and honesty. So I feel in this way, not calling anyone a loser. Rest, you are intelligent." So I kind of had a hard time reading through that, and it's kind of interesting because, you know, his English, TJ's English is usually pretty good, but I don't know if this is just him typing on the phone or whatnot. It was a little hard reading that, but he's kind of backtracking a little bit from calling them losers, even though he kind of just did in the previous, you know, screenshot that we see there. So I don't know why he would be backtracking. He already created the drama and then it's like, well, yeah, I kind of called them losers, but not really. Okay. Now, since TJ and Rishi and Sumit live close to each other and have appeared on 90 Day Fiancé the other way with their American partners, it wouldn't be unusual for them to hang out. Now, he said that he has his priorities in life. Not exactly sure what he means by that. I mean, you can still meet up, right? I mean, you know, we know that cast members on 90 Day Fiancé, the American ones, they meet up all the time and more than ever, actually. They're always seen together, partying together, doing things together, drinking together. And that was basically what 90 Day The Last Resort was basically a reason for all these 90 Day alumni, for all these alums to get together and just hang out, basically. And we already knew that a lot of them were not even in relationships and whatnot. So a lot of that show was kind of pointless in a sense, but people on 90 Day Fiancé, they do love to hang out. And so I understand where the question was coming from. Now, DJ shouldn't be called out for not wanting to meet his co-stars just because he lived in the same country and had similar experiences with their American partners. It's amazing to see the new 90 Day Fiancé star be honest and not force a fake friendship with his co-stars. Now, TJ mentioned that he has different priorities in life and doesn't think Rishi and Sumit would help him become a better person. You know, I don't know, guys. What do you guys think about this whole thing? Do you guys think that perhaps he could have used a better choice of words? I mean, you could, and this is from Sumit's, Sumit's stories, Instagram stories here. You guys let me know what you think. I mean, I'm not exactly sure. It kind of came out of nowhere, in my opinion. I didn't even know there was beef between these two. And, like, what exactly is the difference between Rishi and TJ? I mean, Rishi also seems to, supposedly he's a lawyer and he's a fitness trainer, and he seems to have priorities as well. I'm not exactly sure what Sumit is doing these days. Last we heard about Sumit, I think he was going back to work in his delivery business, if I'm not mistaken, with his partner. But things could have changed because it's been a while since we've seen him. And also his look has changed a little bit. And if we see this video of them, this was posted 5 days ago. He just looks a little rounder, which I guess is normal. But they still seem to be very happy together and very much still together and very much still in India. And I'm not exactly sure what's going on. He's making her drink some water. I don't know. Oh, is this the fire pan? Maybe he's making her eat. There's this thing called a fire pan. You put it in your mouth and then you light it up. But I'm not exactly sure what is going on here. Now, I did want to bring you guys the second part to the story, which is that Kimberly also had something to say about Jenny and Sumit. Now, she's been caught spewing hate about fan favorites. You guys let me know if they're fan favorites. Do you guys like Jenny and Sumit? They've been around for a while, and I think a lot of people weren't sure because, of course, Sumit was originally a catfish, and Jenny kind of came off very desperate just to have a young man. But I think because they've been around for so long and they're still together and they seem to be getting along, I think they have won some people over. You guys let me know if you like Jenny and Sumit in the comment section down below. Kimberly Rochelle, a star in 90 Day Fiancé the other way, is criticizing Jenny and Sumit. She believes that Jenny and Sumit's story is fake and thinks they're fake people. Kimberly may be upset because she did not have a happy ending like Jenny did, and she's been bad-mouthing Jenny and Sumit on social media. Do you guys think that they're fake? Let me know what you think about that. Kimberly is slinging mud at fellow cast members Jenny and Sumit on social media. She's a 30-year-old clairvoyant woman from Alabama who found love thousands of miles away in India when she met Jaipur's TJ online. Now, Kimberly and TJ's long-distance relationship became more serious after she relocated to India for a whole year, eventually got engaged to him. Now, the 90 Day Fiancé spinoff documented Kimberly's moving to Jaipur for good to marry TJ and adjusting to life as a daughter-in-law in a traditional Indian family. Now, Kimberly has been called out for mistreating TJ and misunderstanding her in-laws while disrespecting his culture. Kimberly and TJ got married in the last episode or 2 episodes ago. And, and it's been ongoing for a while. But Kimberly has used Instagram to reveal she's back in the U.S. And as we said before, she not only is she back in the U.S., but she's also said that she is, completely divorcing and separating from TJ. Now, I'm not sure if we can see this clip here. Let's play it right here.
No, they don't interest me. They're fake. Why am I hating on Jenny? I'm not hating on Jenny. Saying they're fake is an opinion. That's not hating on them. I do think that they're fake people. I don't think that their story was real.
So here she says their scenarios are fake. Because somebody asked her to kind of like elaborate. Their scenarios are fake, like their dad. Okay, I just missed that. But she basically is just crapping all over them and saying that their story is fake. Now, we've seen Jenny and Sumit for some time on 90 Day Fiancé. Do you guys think that their storyline is fake? Or because they did get married and, I feel like Jenny, especially at her age, she had to go through a lot of hoops just to be with Sumit. Is it even worth it? Like, what are they getting out of it for faking this whole storyline? I'm not exactly sure. My theory is that because, people don't really understand why Sumit would be in a relationship that is basically 27 years older than him. So he's 33 or 34 by now. And Jenny is like 64 or something like that. So a lot of people don't understand why Sumit would be in a relationship with Jenny. My theory is that we've spoken a little bit about this, about this whole India society being different, right? And being kind of very heavy on people. And a lot of people, a lot of Westerners that have come on the show have had a hard time integrating into India. And so, we even saw it with Sumit, right? He was in basically an arranged marriage. And so, in my opinion, and I don't know this for a fact, but I think that Sumit sees Jenny as a way to kind of break that kind of, society, I don't know, that has taken a hold of him. And he's going outside the norm. And I think this is a reason why he likes Jenny. Of course, I don't know for a fact, but this is my theory. You guys let me know why you think that Sumit is with Jenny. Do you think it's just because it's fake? I just don't really think or understand why people would fake a relationship for so long just to be on a show where they might get $30,000, $40,000 per season, and they're not on all the time. So it seems like a lot of great hoops to go through if you just want to be on the show. And then, of course, Jenny has to live in India. She's been living in India for a while. And we saw Kimberly just have a royal meltdown in the last couple of videos that we did, and saying that she never wants to go back to India again. So, it seems like Jenny has made some sacrifices to be with Sumit. And I think Sumit has made some sacrifices to be with Jenny as well, because we know that Jenny can give him a child. And they've been together for a couple of years. So I used to think this couple was fake, but just by being together for so long, I'm not sure. I'm not sure anymore. You guys let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Do you think that Kimberly has a point, or do you think she's just lashing out at the next highest profile couple where there's an Indian person just because her relationship with TJ seems to have completely broken down? Do you think perhaps that's the reason why she's lashing out? Let me know your thoughts about this in the comment section down below. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and please give it a big thumbs up. If you did, please hit that subscribe button for more content right here on the channel. I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care.